Hello, welcome to your video about assessment point 7 for unit 2. Key skills involved in this unit are around working with percentages, particularly solving questions which with multipliers and using multipliers raised to a power for repeated change. Also in this topic we need to look at working out the original amount and working out change as a percentage. So let's get started. First thing we're going to look at is just the key skills. So question 1. The way in which I look at question 1 is I'd say, right, 9 divided by 0.1 is the same as 9 divided by a tenth. And I know that the multiplicative inverse is makes that equal to 9 times by 10, which is 90. 10 over 1, which is the same, which is 90. Right, what you're asked to do with... Oh, I'll go on to question 2 here. I'm just using a calculator. It's just calculator skills. 2.7 squared plus 3.9 squared. If you have one of these calculators, it's nice and easy. It looks exactly like it does in the question. Put the answer in. If it comes up as a fraction, press this button here, SD, to change it into a decimal because it asks you to give it to one decimal place, which is 22.5. Question 3. Estimate the answer to 122 divided by 53. Well, that's like 100. The estimation that I'm going to do is 100 divided by 50. I'm just using one significant figure. Now, a significant figure is the first non-zero number. So in this case, the first non-zero number is in the hundreds column, so I'm rounding to the nearest hundreds. And in this, it's in the tens column, so I'm rounding to the nearest tens. So 100 divided by 50, my estimation is, my answer is 2. Expand and simplify. Use the FOIL method. That stands for first, outer, inner, last. So first, I'm going to multiply together. X and x gives me x squared. Outer, x times by 2 gives me plus 2x. Inner, minus 5 times by x. Careful, that's minus 5 times by x. That gives me minus 5x. And finally last, minus 5 times 2 gives me minus 10. All I need to do is simplify this. If I've got x squared plus 2x minus 5x, I can collect these like terms. Plus 2 lots of x minus 5 lots of x gives me minus 3x. So it gives me x squared minus 3x minus 10. Question 5. Okay. When you want to rearrange an equation, the most important thing, I'll just rewrite it up here. The most important thing is to do to one side what the same thing I'm going to do to the other side. So in this case, I want to get n on its own, so I have to divide by 7, because I'm making n the subject. So I'm going to divide this side as well by 7. That gives me m over 7 equals n. Question 6. Work out the value of 3x plus 2y when x equals 4 and y equals minus 5. Well, I'm going to just substitute in 3 lots of x. X here is 4. I put it in brackets to indicate that, so that I'm not confused and think it's 34. It's 3 times by 4 plus 2 times by minus 5. So that gives me 12 plus 2 times by minus 5 minus 10. I've got plus minus 10, it's the same as take away. So 12 take away 10, which equals 2. Question 7. So 12 take away 2, which is equal to 2. Question 7. If y equals 3x squared plus 4, find the value of y when x is 4. So this is just the same sort of thing. Y equals 3 lots of 4 squared plus 4. Therefore, y equals... Right, I've got to do my indices first. So I'm going to do 4 squared, which is 16, times that by 3. So that gives me 48 plus 4, which is 52. I'm going to look at question 8. If y equals x cubed plus 3 when x is minus 1, so I'm going to substitute this in. Y equals minus 1 cubed plus 3. Minus 1 cubed, that's minus 1 times minus 1, which is plus 1, times by minus 1 again gives me minus 1, which is, so minus 1 plus 3 equals 2. Question 9. If the relative frequency of getting a 6 on a dice is 0.3, how many 6s would you expect to get in 400 throws of the dice? So it's like 3/10 of the time you're getting a 6. But if you've got a calculator like you have for this test, what I can do is I can say, right, that will be 0.3 times by 400. I would expect to get 0.3 times 400 equals 120 6s in this case. And the last bit, work out the volume of this prism. Now be careful, volume is the cross section, which is this bit here, times by my depth. So here I've got 10 times by 8, which is 80. Now careful on the units, it's meters, but it's volume, so it's going to be cubed. And that is your key skills section complete.